everybody, welcome to Pheonix Wright Ace Attorney. I've wanted to play this for ages, and it recently went on sale on Steam, so we're gonna play it. I don't know if it's kind of just like because he's like a kind of generic-y looking anime character, but he looks familiar. Ignore the eye; it's sore. What is that? Double cast. Oh, it's the Thinking Man. Oh no! Jam! Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught, not like this! I've got... well, I guess he did it then. That's not difficult to find it. Someone like him! What was he doing? I'll make it look like he did it! I know the answer. I know who did it. I saw him. I saw him with my... I mean, maybe not this one because it's short, but I saw him. With me own eyeballs. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi, Chief. Whew. I'm glad you made it on time. That shouldn't be the voice I give her, but hey ho. Well, I have to say, Pheonix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. What bat? Where? I hate bats. They're scary. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. What? It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to die. Is he an actor? It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh, Nick. He's called Butts. All right. Hey there, Larry.
You found Larry.
Maybe he really did do it. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. What? Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Oh, I guess the person who died. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The guy with the mark in the middle is forehead. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Well, case closed, I guess. Doesn't matter what I saw just a minute ago. My name is Pheonix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Yeah, it was the guy holding the Thinking Man statue. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Unlucky? Okay. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Oh, that's why you're in favor. Our school has a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. The whole school said that? Okay. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Snap, snap. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Funny name. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor? Is that right? Am I defending? Is that the correct term? Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little bit nervous. Your conduct during this trial will dictate the fate of your client. Shit! Murder is a serious charge. Is it? Well, you learn something new every day. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Is that a threat? You threatening me? Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Okie dokie, Your Honor. Gulp and shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Oh, shit. I think Larry Butts. That's right, isn't it? He is the defendant? That's the person I'm defending? Correct! Haha! Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I don't know. How am I gonna... Woo! I know this one. Glad I read the case report over cover to cover so many times. It's... Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. I didn't know him in the first place. Pheonix! Are you sure you're up to this? You don't know the victim's name. These are distracting. Stop it. Just this whole... It's distracting. Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Oh, it'd be that thingy down there. Just press tab to check any time. Imagine you were actually talking to someone. They're like, oh, you forgot. Just press tab. You'll find your menu. Tab. Cindy. Her name is Cindy. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock. Cindy Stone, I guess. The victim's name is Cindy Stone? Correct! You win a prize! Now tell me, what is the cause of death? She died because she was killed. She was killed dead. She was unalived. She was whomped. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once with a blunt object. Correct, Mundo. You've answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Mr. Butts, you're guilty. Goodbye. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court report. I should say court report. That rhymes. That's more fun. Court record. That's boring. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in the court. Well, let's have a look at it then. Boom, boom. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Use tab to check the... I already did. Haha. Mr. Payne. Excuse me. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief. What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. His name is Butts. He's gonna... Uh-oh! Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oi! Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and they all died. Didn't they all die? That's what I said. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What did you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men? Plural? More than one? Hussy, she deserved it. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. How'd you know it wasn't one of the other guys? Yeah? What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Still think you should say court report. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was model, but did not have any large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. I wish. Daddies? Sugar? I'm hungry. Yes, those are men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support their lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? How'd you like her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? Objection! My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Objection! No, he didn't say it. Wince. Dude, look, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in... Oh, it's going fast. I'm gonna go to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is very clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. He went. What do I do? Stop him from answering? Maybe? I'll send him a signal. Hey! Hey! Shut up! Lie like a dog. Well, you see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I've got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matter. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Was it the guy who killed her by any chance? Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh, wait. I did the wrong voice then. Oh, well. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, this is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers by the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. That was him. He did it. That's the guy. I saw him in a cutscene in the beginning, about 20 minutes ago. Ish. I saw him. Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Dancy. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Ooh. Oh, button press. I was going to door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment and I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant, sitting right over there. Pheonix Wright. Oh. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowick used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal? Whatever that was a word. Electricity in Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Hopefully she didn't have a fridge in there, otherwise her food's going to be fucked. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes! Your Honor, you may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Sure, I guess. Then the witness must have been lying in his testimony? Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. What key? Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradiction evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. I press tab. What have you got? Here. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Need her. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. No, sorry. I didn't mean to press that. That was my bad. I meant to go back. Court record. How do I get to the profiles? That's what I wanted. Like one guy who's been fired since grade school. It's him. Okay. What? I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man in the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Oh, the time! That's what it is. The thing is strange. I looked in the apartment. No. I saw her dead. No. I thought to call the police immediately. No. 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 That one. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Swam! Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death was sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection! Is that Toad? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. No, he was quite sure on the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit Why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to point him on the spot. Put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. I'm doing good, I think. I think I'm doing well. Wait. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Wait. He gets to do it again? Okay. Yes. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but there was 3 hour. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. Well, it couldn't have been because there was a blackout. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do. I've got this one. I know what to do. He's lying again because there couldn't have been. There was a blackout. There was a blackout. Tab. There couldn't have been. You lying little bitch boy. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yerk. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sowit, the court would prefer to hear the accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, you seem rather... Oh, no, that's still him. Never mind. That, and you seem rather distraught. Sweating like a whore in church. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. How many chances are we going to give this guy? Hearing the time. He heard it. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must be what I saw. That? That's not. Oh, maybe that. Maybe it is a clock. That must have been what I saw. So you've gone from hearing it to seeing it. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. I like his little dancey dance. Got a lovely little dancey dance. Actually, didn't hear it. I saw it. There was a clock on the table. Present. Whammo. Present. Objection, bitch. Wait just a moment. Swam. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Why? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sowit. Hey, I saw it in there, okay? It's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witnesses stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch? The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This was a clock after like the 4th time he tried getting it right. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness and his testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. That's a good point. That is a very good point. He's got it. He's nailed him. To the wall. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. Slappies. I'll do better than that. I could prove you were the one that killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. There was the sound you heard. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Ah, see, there he is. We got picture evidence and everything. Mr. Sweat, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke to you as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is a baseless conjecture. I'm going to make him sound like Toad now that I know that's what he sounds like. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, oh. What? What are you doing? Shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Did he really need to take his... Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Apart from, all the things I just said. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think thoroughly. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Swart heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? May I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25! Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sweat heard and the actual time of death. So... Oh, mate. I hate when they cut to someone else and it's someone else talking. It's really... So, Mr. Sweat, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Fuck. What is it now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove it? Damn it! I'm so close! Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sweat. I come all the way down here to here. That was wrong. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. I mean, that hairdo is pretty criminal. Your lawyers are all slime. Grr. I almost had him. Slap. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. I feel like there probably is something we could... Not so fast, Mr. Sweat. Oh! Me? I mean, Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. but it doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? 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 Can you think of a reason to why the clock was 3 hours slow? Yes, I can. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. I do have it. She went on holiday. There would be a time difference there. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's just see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Hiya! That! Take that! The victim has just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Is it? Okay. It's 4 p.m. here. It's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Slap! Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order, I say. That was an interesting way to end that. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. It's hard doing a Toad voice. It hurts your throat, so I gotta change it a bit. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to... sorry, I was pretending to be you for a second then. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty! Woo! There's confetti? Does that happen for real? That's amazing. And with that, this court is adjourned. Goodbye. I'm going to eat a sandwich now. It turns out Frank Sawit had committed was a common burglar. Right. I read that wrong. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see what people were out when people were out of the house. Oh, reading's hard. That day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mrs. Sawit let himself in to do this dirty work. Is this hair? And that's her eyebrows? Because this looks weird. Anyway, while the victim was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Whammo! Whew! I still can't believe we won. Right! Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking so... happy? Okay. If she's this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no? What? Bat? What do you mean? Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy is gone, man. Forever. Cindy Windy. Okay. Larry, she was... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. It's Larry? But okay. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. Shouldn't that be an evidence? Present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Wait, yeah, he made it? Well, I mean, you could make good money doing that in that case. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to just cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? Excuse me, come on. I think she thought quite a bit of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah, right. Sure. Totally. What the heck is she talking about? That? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump on her. I didn't read that properly. What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it do what you will. Hey, Nick! I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks! Hope that made him feel a little better. I'm sure he'll be fine. He can make stuff. He's good with his hands, it seems. Right? I hope to see you in the important... I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Oh. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. It's all about perspective. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Eat your greens. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Where on you? You could just put it on a plate. That's probably a bit more hygienic and, less sticky, depending on what you eat, I guess. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? We're going to get drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's all good. It's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. Doesn't the loser have to pay? Or, whatever. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. What? The end. Wow, that was my first case. And I nailed it. A brand new episode has been added. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to click on it. Well, wait there. Well, hey, that was my first case. And I nailed it. I think I did pretty well. My first time as a defendant, and I win. You better start calling me Saul Goodman. I'm going to be the best there ever was. I'm going to be the very best. Like no one ever was. To catch them, criminals I mean, is my real quest. To detain them is my cause. I will travel to the court, searching far and wide for evidence to hold in my hand. It gives me power deep inside. I don't know where I'm going with that bit, but hey, thank you so much for enjoying. Thank you for enjoying this video. If you watched it, hit that subscribe button. And I, seemingly a very good lawyer, if you ever get in trouble, press that subscribe button and I will be right right by your side to defend you. I'll prove you're innocent, even if you did kill the person. It's all about perspective. I'll just look at you in a slightly different direction, and you'll be an innocent man. Just hit that subscribe button, and I will be your lawyer. I will defend you to Mars and back. But hey, thank you so much for watching. I will probably keep playing this because it's silly and fun, and I'm enjoying it. So I will see you next time. Bye.